Hey, hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel again. My name is Roshan and you are learning React.js with me. So let's continue with that. Friends, actually in our last video, we have started one project in React.js. Okay, so basically we are creating one project which is e-commerce application with the help of React.js library. Okay friends, and in our last video, we have actually done with our header part and you can see I am already in my web browser. Okay, I am already in my web browser and you can see our application is totally running and we can see our application's header. Okay, so basically friends, in today's video, this is our second video of the same project. So basically in this video now I am going to show you guys how we can display different products on this page. Okay, so basically how we can render our product listing. Okay, so friends, for that actually I will require to create a normal HTML skeleton to represent one product section. Okay, one product container or one product item. So let me take you guys to my VS Code editor and you can see I am in body component. Now here I am just adding my necessary HTML tags or elements. So let me first define or create that HTML and later I will tell you how I am going to utilize these different HTML elements. Okay, so friends, basically what I am doing, I just want to display different products. Okay, so basically products listing. Okay, so in that list my one product item will be having one product image. Below that there will be a product's name. After that there will be a product's price and below that there will be one button and the button's caption will be add to cart, so that on click of that button user should be able to add that product into its cart. Okay, so that is why I have created this HTML and now let me just apply or assign different CSS class names. So my top div element will be my body container. After that this div element will be a product container. Okay, and for every product I will just display one image. Okay, so friends, actually for just creating our initial design, that is products design, I am just going to take a hard coded data. Okay, that's why I am using one image which is already available in my project directory. Okay friends, so I am just using hard coded data. So let me give any product name here. It will be Samsung phone maybe. Friends, I am just displaying dummy data. Okay, because right now I am just creating a basic design of my product item. Okay, so just 10,000 as a price of that product. Okay, and here I will require one button, so that on click of this button user should be able to add that button into its cart. Okay, I will require some CSS classes here as well. So for image, and just call it as image, sorry, img, and again I will require one CSS class for this button. So I'm just giving it a CSS class name as btn. Okay, and now let me just create my actual CSS. So friends, for my first container, that is body container, I will just apply a specific width and my width will be 100%. Then height will be auto. Okay, then there will be some standard padding 20 pixels. Okay friends, body width. Okay, after that friends, I will just define or create or write CSS for my product container as well. So for my product, first of all there will be a border around it, so 1px solid gray. After that there will be a standard height and width. So let's say my height will be 200 pixels. okay, and my width will be, let's say, 200 to 0 pixels, okay, and there will be some standard padding, so let's say it will be a 10 pixel. Okay friends, after that we have one another class, that is img, to control the height and width of our product image. So let's say height will be 100 pixels and width also will be 100 pixels for that image, okay, and there will be one another class that is for our btn. So let me define my css for that button. So it will take a background color as our violet color, okay, which we have already taken for our application header. Okay friends, and I will just add some height and width to this button as well, okay, so maybe 80%, okay, and now let me just save my css file. After that let me just save my component file and let me check how it is actually rendering. So friends, right now we are not able to see anything on our component, okay, so let me check, is there any error? Each child list should have a unique key prop. So this is actually not related to our problems, friend. Let me check why I'm not able to see. Okay friends, why I'm not able to see anything, because we are not returning anything from our component, okay. So basically we have to return our JSX. Okay friends, so you can see this is how our normal product is coming, okay friend. So I have just created a normal dummy design, okay, I have just created a normal dummy design here. Let me just try one more css class here so that I can just make it to center. Okay friends, so we can add one another class to our product container, and this will be align item center, okay. So now you can see, align items, sorry friends, not align items, text align, okay. With the help of text align we can just put our child element to the center of this box, okay. So now this is okay, okay. So basically friends, I have just created design for my one product. Now what is our next requirement? We just want to display different products, okay. So our products listing may be some of mobile phones, or it might be t-shirts or jeans, okay, something like that. So basically friends, for displaying that, what we will need a data, okay. See, in real time applications, when we work on real applications, real projects, in that case we get data from real database, okay. So basically data comes from database and we just render that data into our application, okay. But in our case we are not using any standard data which is coming from database, but instead of that we can create one uh, array, okay, and we can define different products information there, okay, so that we can just display those products on our page. So for doing that friends, what I have done already, I have already created one product list, okay. So I have already created one product array. Basically you can see const products, this is just an normal array, okay. This array is basically holding different objects, and each object is basically representing one product item, okay. So every product item has its name, its price, okay, then it has some url that is for image, and each product has its category, okay. So category basically to represent the specific category, okay. So this product men's t-shirt is basically coming from t-shirt category, okay. So these two products are belonging to t-shirt category. After that, these two products are belonging to mobile category, okay, and remaining two products are belonging to jeans category, okay. So basically friends, what we will show on our main listing page, on this page we will basically show all products, okay. So how we can do that? So friends, you can see we have already created our design for hard coded product. Now we are just going to make this HTML dynamic with the help of dynamic list, okay. And in that list we will basically just display different products, okay, which are already available inside of this array. So for doing that friends, let me just copy this array from this file, and first let me declare this variable inside of my component, okay. So you can see I have just added that const products variable to my body component, okay. Now here what I will need to do friends, I will just need to create one list with the help of array map. So products dot map, product dot map, and inside of this array function what I will do, I will just copy my product container, okay. So everything I will just cut from here and I will just put this code into here. Let me just format my code, okay. Now I will just replace this hard coded items, okay. So let's say product.url, because now this time we are taking our data from our array, okay. So basically from our database. So this time product URL, then product name, okay. Then uh, here it will be a product price, okay friends, okay. So I think this is done, okay. And basically we again need to return this dynamic array, this dynamic list, okay friends. So sorry friends, return, we need to return, okay. So basically we just need to return this from here, and we just need to display our actual list inside of this main div element, okay. Now just let me save my file and let me just format my code first. First let me check how it is actually rendering. So you can see friends, our products are actually coming, okay. You can see our products are actually coming, okay, but we just want to display them one after another, okay, not one below another. So for doing that friends, there is no any extra hard work is required for that. Just inside of our body class I am going to use one CSS property, that is display flex. And now if we check, okay friends, you can see now our products are coming just one after another. If we want some space between these products, then definitely we can achieve that. So let me just add that as well. Align item center and justify content to space between, and let me just okay friends. So you can see some little space is already coming over there, okay. So basically friends, this way we can render different products to our page, okay. Now let me just explain you the actual code. So what actually I have done. So friends, first what I did, I had just created a normal HTML, okay. I had just created a normal HTML to design one product image, sorry, one product item, okay, basically. And my one product item is basically holding product image, its name, its price, and one button, okay. I had just created this normal hard-coded HTML first. After that, I had just created one array, okay, and that array is basically holding different objects where each object is just representing one product, basically storing one product, and every product every product means for every array, every object, we have different properties like name, price, URL, and category, okay. And I am just creating that array, and with the help of React.js dynamic list concept, okay, with the help of array.map method, I am just creating dynamic list, okay. So basically whatever number of elements or items are available inside of my products array, each time I am getting a new product, okay. So I am getting, every time I am getting this complete HTML, okay. So let's say if we have 6 products in our array, so we are getting 6 times this HTML, okay friends. And later, after creating this whole list, I am just displaying that list inside of our body component, okay. And that is why we are able to see our listing, okay friends. So actually in this video we have displayed our products on our page, which is our body component actually, okay. Now in our upcoming video, what we will do, we will just display these products under these specific categories, okay. So basically right now you can see all products are coming on home page, okay. So obviously first time we will display all products to user, okay. And after that, if user just want to see a products related to mobiles, and if he clicks on this mobile tab or mobile link, then he should be able to see only mobiles. If he clicks on t-shirts, then he should be able to see only t-shirt related products, something like that, okay friend. So continue watching the same playlist. I am going to show you how we can achieve that in our next video, okay friends. So let me wind up this video here, and we are going to meet in our another video. Till that moment, bye friends.